Okay.
You ain't gonna fall asleep on me. Trust that. That's never happened in the history of never.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna count myself in.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's Kellen and everybody, Diversified Game, the whole audience. I want you to know I'm in Tacoma, Washington, and I'm somewhere exclusive. You can only get a membership here. I'm here with Missy. Missy, let me know, where are we at today?
We are at Luminary Beauty Lounge, so that's Evolution Health at Luminary Beauty Lounge.
Okay, in this place, I said is members only. You would not know where we're at unless you need to know, unless you are a high quality person, because it is beautiful. I'm already checking out the chairs. I'm about to like take pictures, tell my wife, yo, these are the chairs I'm talking about that they have in Africa. We need these things, right?
Right.
Your shop in your place, you guys can see back here, she does the toes to the fingers, and she has these beautiful, I mean, everything is just set up beautifully. Boom, I could just start pulling stuff off. But how long have you been doing nails, Missy?
11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
Okay, how did you start?
I started out, well, here's the little story, a little funny story I share with everybody. My mother was the first lady of a church. My father is a pastor. I grew up in the church. And every Saturday, her and her best friend would go and get their Cadillacs washed and get their nails done. And so my mother used to wear these long, beautiful nails that had designs on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we sit in the salon while she was getting her services done, I said, Mommy, I want to do nails. She's like, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, no, Mom, when I get older, I'm going to do nails. And now that I'm 27 years old, I am a licensed professional nail tech instructor.
And the camera's falling a little bit, but that's okay. You're killing it on the nails. And I'm gonna do a test because you guys know, like, women always have their nails done, and of course she has hers done. But I just want to pick like two nails. If I can just pick two nails, because just random, the random two, and just boom, 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 boom. Maybe we'll do some slow motion there. Maybe we won't. But I just want to give you two. But if you go to her Instagram, which will be in the description box and all that, you will see what she has in her style. Now, let me tell you how Missy and I met. I'm on the plane. I'm traveling with London and Sydney and my wife. And wife is here. Kids are over there. And we're just sitting. And here Missy is. And my wife says, sit next to him. Man, we talked that whole time. She starts pulling out her laptop and showing me her work that she's done for herself, that she's done for her Boaz, that she's done for other people. And I'm like, you have an eye for talent, not just in nails, but in art. And I want some of that art. So we're connected, because you guys know when I find a good artist, I need good artists in my life, because that is one skill I wish I had. I don't have the patience. I don't have my penmanship. I don't color within the line, so I'm kind of abstract. But when you started doing nails, and here you're at a new spot, what is like? How do you get clientele, keep clientele to do nails? Because we know like the Asians, and yes, I said the Asians have the market. And sometimes even our own people go outside of the community, whereas Asians never come and get their hair done with us or their nails done with us. So how do you go about and do that?
For me, I advertise on the different social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. Like, I can post just like one set of nails I've done and they like blow up on Facebook. Friends, family, clients, their friends share my work. I post in just local social media groups too, as well, like on Facebook, that are in the area to kind of help advertise my business, as well as I pass on my cards. There's one right over there if you'd like to share it or show it.
Boop, 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 boop.
Just
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take my cards around to local beauty supply stores or local stores just in the area, and I have some of the owners, such as like the BNI, Western Beauty Supply, 84th Street Beauty Supply, Beauty Outlet, local cosmetology salons that I know of, people that I've worked with through this industry. I just pass my cards to them and they help me advertise. But word of mouth is everything. That's the biggest thing for me. Like,
but your nails are different. Like your nails, you stunt. Like you put, I mean, you guys have seen it. Like when people could do this, you know, in New York or they could do it in Milan. I mean, her nail selection is different. So are people ever like scared to say, what is the price? Because your price, it looks like from your nails, it might be, you know, out of some people's budget.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to pay for my services because they feel like it's a bit experience. But here at Evolution Nail Bar and Lounge, located within Site Luminary Beauty Lounge, we are, just advertising quality work. You're paying for the skill set, the level of skill that that artist has. I'm considered to be a nail artist, so you're paying me for my art, the ambiance that's inside of this area. You're paying for that. That's what you're paying for.
And in Washington, where folks aren't really known for their fashion, I mean, we were going, I think, down south at the time when we met, and I'm
Yeah.
like, she has to be from down south because, in Washington, folks just sometimes just wake up and that's it. Do you find that they get it? Like, are you ever like advanced to it and you want to do something, and someone says, "Wow, I don't know what this is. Like, no one else has this." This is like on some Cardi B.
I get that all the time. I get that all the time. But here at Vernon in Washington State, it's kind of a retirement state, so people are a little bit more laid back when it comes down to like the nail art. But when people see my work, they're like, "Man, I want to go see her. I love your work." So that's what people pay me for, and that's the reason why I'm located inside Luminary Beauty Lounge, is because we're exclusive, and the services that we offer are like none other.
Okay.
Like what I specialize in, the type of art that I specialize in, you're not going to find
anywhere else.
Because
that's a guarantee.
Who can do me better than me?
Okay.
So yeah, you're not going to find it anywhere else because I only can be the best at what I'm good at. So.
Okay, so if you're looking for something high end, if you're looking to really just shine, I mean, this is the Rolls Royce of nails. You're not just doing, and I don't know anything about nails. Y'all can see my nails, very basic, like they should be for a man, right? Y'all doing too much on nails, you got to be in Atlanta. But this is where you can go get fabulous.
Yeah.
And you can get ready for your video, you can get ready for your wedding, you can get ready for, those everyday things. If you're fancy like that, which I wish more people would be, and you do the fingers and the toes.
Yes, I do the nails and feet here, and then we have other team members, coworkers that I work with that have their studios within the salon here, and there is hair, there's nails, there's massage, and there's lashes, and we also have photography too as well.
Okay, now where else are you gonna get all of that in like one place? This is worth the trip, whether you're in Oregon, whether you're in Marysville, even if you're in Vancouver. I could go around places, and I even take my little ones, so they can get things done. But your setup here, and that it's Black owned in Washington State. Oh man, I love that. Now it's members only, and we're going to talk with the owner later, but I want to know, like, that membership, when you say members only, is it an application that people have to fill out? Is it, just they need to be able to pay a monthly fee that
they're going to be able to pay a monthly fee, and they're going to be provided with a packet that entails all that's included inside of the membership.
Okay. Is there anything you can't do here? I mean, this is Washington, can you, like...
we also have I don't know how you would say it, an art gallery too as well here. As you walk around the salon, there is art that's for sale. So there is art hung all throughout the salon studio spaces where you can purchase art.
And you'll see that. It's going to be implemented in the video somewhere. You'll see that if you're on the YouTube. Now, if you're listening on Spotify or any of the other platforms, just go to the YouTube, check out the Instagram, and especially the YouTube and the Facebook. I know that when you see the video, you're going to see this art, because I'm like, whoa, when I saw it, you wouldn't know if you were outside where you're at. And I think that might be intentional, because then you might have too many people.
Or a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. But plus you might have people just hanging around that, don't need to be hanging around. Where I go get my hair cut, chop it up, shout out to them. Some of their locations, people are, doing way too much, and you're like, hey, where am I really at?
Right.
Sometimes I feel like I might be back in Oakland or something. Like,
Yeah, I think here at Luminary Beauty Lounge, the team of industry professionals that we have here, it's all about creating that ambiance, setting that experience, intimate experience for your
mhm,
clients. Because we're consistently using our hands and our feet on a daily basis. So you can come here, get your nails done, get a little massage. Then,
mhm.
hey, you know what? My hair looks toe up from the day because I've had such a rough day. You can get your hair done. So it's all about creating that ambiance and that intimate experience for the clients because we work hard all the time.
Mhm.
So with being a member, you can have that set scheduled appointment where it's private and you can, really kind of feel relaxed and renewed all at the same time.
Yes, and you can bring your family,
Yes.
and I mean, men, you can come get your feet before you hit that beach. The kids, it seems, everything's family friendly. It's quiet right
Very
now.
quiet.
But this reminds me, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a place in Dallas that it's a Cameroonian restaurant, but it's off the grid, and it's meant to be off the grid. And
Oh,
you
wow.
would you wouldn't know where it is unless you know. And when it opens, you're like, "This is beautiful." They got the dance floor for my Cameroonians out there. The Sequoia in Dallas, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just plush from the dance floor to the VIP room, and you wouldn't know. And if I say any more, I'd be telling because
Yeah.
you're not supposed to know unless you need to know.
Right.
But what do you find a lot of people get their nails done at Rite Aid. I hear women say, no, I just go to Rite Aid and I get the press on things. Is there a difference in like your nail quality and strength of putting those fake press-ons that people get at Rite Aid versus coming to a real artist who knows something about the strength of the nail, how to keep your nail healthy and
I
clean?
think the overall difference is the budget, the
Mhm.
client's budget, as well as the industry professional that they're going to, whatever nail artist that they're going to. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, I got a service done, and my nails are so thin, or my nails are damaged." It
Mhm.
has a lot to do with the technician, and
Mhm.
and also with that technician educating that client. Because as you get older,
Mhm.
your nails age with you, and people don't understand that. So, like if you're going through menopause, whatever that's going on within your body, it's going to show through your nails. You
Mm.
can, if you're a skilled nail technician, you'll be able to look at that client's nails and say, hey, are you on any type of medication? We can
Mm.
see that there's some trauma lines here. Have you had any major surgeries?
Mm.
Different things of that nature. So if you're not a skilled technician, they're not going to educate you as the client.
Okay.
We've been conditioned to go to these, what do you call them? I would call them discount salons. Let's just say
Mhm.
that a discount salon where
Mhm.
you're conditioned to sit down and they run their business like an assembly line. You're in, you're out, your service is rushed,
Mhm.
your nails are popping off, or you're sitting there for hours and you're still not getting the quality of work that you're looking for. Versus
Mhm.
here, you can sit here maybe for a 2 hour service and you at least come out of here with a quality service, quality work,
Mhm.
and it was well worth the experience.
Okay. So some folks, and I said Rite Aid just because I really heard that. And I said, well, you go to Rite Aid to get your nails. I mean, that's just buying the kit, you're doing them yourself. But
I
if
do
you're,
offer custom press on sets too as well. There's some over there.
okay,
So yeah.
all this will be, I'm telling you, we can get all this in the picture. Tell me though, when they go to these discount places, usually run by Asians,
Yes.
um, is there, I mean, I've heard of people getting infections. I've heard of people, just different things. Sometimes the quality of service. When we show things on the African Diaspora News Channel, we've seen them even abuse our women, which
Right.
we tell our folks, well, we need to come to something that looks like you, where people understand you, and they're not just trying to rush you in and out. What other things should they be looking out for? Because I really want to push, like, we have nice things, and
Right.
and it's how do people find it? Reason why we do interviews like this, and we say, hey, like, share. It's not for me because it's for the business and to give that young girl who's trying to get in the game hope to say, hey, my people will come to me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, is there anything else people should look out for at those discount places that are, there's a reason why people buy luxury.
Right.
It's more comfortable. It lasts longer usually. Would you say your nails last longer than something at the discount?
I would say that. I think overall my clients come to me for the quality of service and
Mhm.
the my skill level when it comes down to art.
Okay.
I don't tell my clients I can do exactly that same exact nail design. What I tell my clients is I can give you something similar to that design. And
Mhm.
majority of the time, a lot of the work that my clients have provided me with that I've seen, I've gotten very close to what they wanted. And I think that's what they love.
Okay. Now let's talk about art because when we build websites or we build something, we'll have people come, and the first question I have is, what's the purpose, the mission of this site or this project, and what's your budget? I'm sure you have people come in here and they want something that might even be, and I don't know if nails go for this much, $1,500 worth of nails, and they might have $5, and then they say, well, really, what I want is like the tiger to come crawling out of my nail or something. You get that as when we're talking about art, because as in art we get that, and we're like, okay, somebody wants their face to be broken up on the website, break up, and then come back together. And I'm like, well, that's at least $2,000 worth of just a graphic right there. Do you get that in nails?
I do get that. The only way that I can say this, how would I say this?
Don't be PC. We want it straight up raw on no, don't PC it.
Excuse me. If you can't afford my services, then I wouldn't come and sit in my chair.
Okay.
That's how I would definitely put it. Because anything that I do, like say for instance, I did a full set of nails, and you wanted a inlaid marble design, you want money in your nails. Anything that I inlay in the nail is $15 per nail. If you have a broken nail, your nail is going to be $5 per nail. I charge for gel. I charge for anything that's inlaid in the nail, gel, custom sets. It depends on the artwork that I'm doing. But yeah, you're definitely gonna pay, and I charge for them too as well. Now, because if you want 5-inch long nails, that's more product that I have to use.
Okay.
So it's all, kind of just all ties in together. So
you said money in the nail, like real money?
Yeah. There's clients that come and they want gold leafing in the nails. That's $15 per fingernail. If I put any kind of gold leafing in the nail, any inlaid design that's encapsulated with acrylic embedded inside of the nail, that's $15 per nail. Any 3D nail art, like 3D flowers that are made on the nail, that's $10 per nail. Any rhinestone that I put on the nail is $10 and up per nail, depending on the length of the nail. If it's extremely long nail, it's $15. If you want just a half little moon of rhinestones like going across your nails, as they seen with me showing my nails earlier, that's $5 per nail. Like you're gonna pay.
Okay.
Because the product is not cheap and you're paying for the artwork.
In the art, that's the part where I want to train all audiences out there, whether it's nails, websites, flyers, it's the art. Yeah. If you go to a Banksy is somebody that people have seen on Netflix and they hear about, and it's like, okay, Banksy, and he got $1 million for this, and then he blew it up and whatever. It's like when you're an artist, you can't even put a price. The fact that you even say a price, I'd say you get what you get, and then I'll send you an invoice. Like, and I know that you can't do that because you'd have people like, wait, you just charged me. You have to let people know up front. But that's why I like people to know, what is your budget? So we then create something. Because if you tell me, hey, I have a $10,000 budget for a website, I almost don't need your insight. I'm going to go into my creative bank and create something that is going to look like, you're going to be like, hey, that looks like so-and-so who's at a whole different level, but a website like your nails can be a calling card. When you're waving, hey, somebody sees, $100 worth of nails, this person is serious in their fashion, possibly in their business, and what they do.
Right.
Let me ask you, with the trends of nails, do you see that like so-called professional women, your lawyers, your judges, are they able to like really be flashy with their nails?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
No.
I have a client that she helps pass like the medical bills here for Washington State. She works very closely in the healthcare field, and she comes to get services done for me, and she gets a lot of neutral colors, whether it's colored acrylic or a gel polish. it's just a simple, plain, neutral color, or she
Mhm.
might get a little bit of a glitter nail on maybe two different fingers. But people that I service that are in the, healthcare field or they are just have their businesses, they tend to want more simpler things. But living on this side of the USA, I've noticed that Washington is considered to be a retirement state. So a lot of the people around here, they're not very, very flashy.
Okay.
So they
You
want
say
simple,
retirement, but
clean,
there's a lot of
crisp
techie
work.
people. There's a lot of coders. There's a lot of it's everybody's here,
Right.
and I just
It's a
want
mixing pot.
it's a mixing pot.
Yeah.
But somebody might see nails and say, "Oh, that's ghetto." But if you're in New York, you got the Italian women from Long Island to Manhattan.
It's fashion.
It's
Your
fashion.
nails are considered like your new accessories.
Yeah.
You know. So
Do you see a double standard between like white women and black women, like when they're doing their professions or how they get their nails? Like white women, oh, this is fun, whatnot, and black women might have to be a little more reserved if they are a professional.
I have to think on that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't have any gotcha questions. Like I said, I could not have told you I was going to ask that question because I just thought of it. But I just, sometimes I see, even with my hair like this, I'll have black folk like, oh, if you really want some business, you'll cut it all off.
Right.
And I'll be like, oh, maybe I just don't want your business. Because if my hair is how you hire us for all the work that we put in for 2 decades, I don't really need you. Like, you need us more than anything.
Right.
When you think of an artist, you need me to make you look a certain way more than I need you to give me some money. Because the money is going to flow because it's good art, it's good work, whatnot. So I just
I also feel that like whoever's meant to be in my chair is going to be in my chair.
Okay.
I'm a spiritualist. I'm a very spiritual person, so I walk in favor. So whoever is predestined to sit in my chair, God will bring that person.
Okay, so you get a mix of everybody then.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Asian, white, Hispanic.
Not Asians, but Hispanics, blacks, Caucasians. What is it? I had a client that was Peruvian.
Okay.
And she came all the way from California. She found me on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, and she came and got some services done by me.
Wow. So that I like stories like that. Like I thought you were gonna say maybe Oregon.
Oh no, she came here. I was shocked. Like she's like, "Hey, I want to get my nails done. I'm coming to Washington." And I'm like, "What?" And she came all the way from LA.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, from LA, of all places where you think of Rodeo Drives, the Calabasas, where everybody wants to live, and your Hollywood, even though Hollywood is the hood, but that's amazing. So that says a lot about your work.
Yeah.
Have you thought about? And I know we've talked.
And it also was a big thing for me too, as well, because she's part of the LGBT community, and she's a very well-known transgender, beautiful person. She's beautiful, and I was honored to do her nails.
So you have celebrities coming to see it.
I wouldn't necessarily say she's a celebrity, but
she's well known.
She's well known.
Okay, so Missy's price just went up. All those prices she said beforehand, those just went up because that's awesome. When you think about, have you ever thought about reaching out to the celebrities and saying, I could go on the road and do, your nails, whatnot, because you have that type of work?
I have. I worked for a particular company where we serviced celebrities when I lived back home in Atlanta. And our services started at like $75 an hour. So I have done that. I plan on getting back to that level, but living on this side of the state, I'm not quite that sure. But hopefully, Lord willing, I'll get back to that level where I'll be able to service.
How did you get into that? Like, how did you get that type of position? And I want you to answer that.
I was recommended by the International School of Skin, Nail Care, and Massage Therapy, where I graduated from in Roswell, Georgia.
Okay.
The owner of the company was looking for very skilled nail technicians to hire, and I was one of the nail technicians that she picked out of school. Okay.
Wow, that's awesome. What made you come to Washington?
I came here to be more closer to my father and my sisters.
Okay. That's very nice. Are you enjoying it?
I'm trying to enjoy it. I enjoy it somewhat. I miss home. Atlanta is home. It's nothing like home.
Black Hollywood. Black Hollywood. Man, when we were there, I said,
I miss the
why?
sunshine, the heat,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
food.
the food, yeah. Don't say we
Yeah,
got sun right now, so we can't talk about the
it's
sun. Or the
different.
sun
It's
will,
different.
yeah, the sun
It's
will
so
leave
different on the
us
East
and
Coast.
say,
Yeah.
yeah. So, um, I want to get into the business, and I want you to think about the young person who's like, I want to do nails. Maybe I just graduated. Should I go open my own shop? Should I, should I hustle like Missy and be like, somebody nominate me? I want to work with the celebrities. What are the, once you graduate, the next steps to getting your clientele and getting known?
For me, what I did was I always knew that I wanted to do nails. So from the age of 7 up to middle school, I did my own nails,
Mm-hmm.
and I just changed the designs like every week. And then my friends were like, "Who do your nails?" I'm like, "I do my nails." So then it went from that to doing nails in my mom's garage to high school to doing nails in the high school cafeteria to college to doing nails inside of my little first time apartment I had in
Yeah.
college. So once I graduated from college, I knew that it was something that I wanted to do, which was nails.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a semester out from college and I went and got my nail technician license, which only took 6 months.
Okay.
So definitely, if you're straight out of high school and that's something that you want to do, you can definitely go to nail tech school and get your license. It only takes 6 months.
And what type of income? Because I see people say, "Well, I'm going to do, this beauty school or whatnot," and then they might even spend $30,000 at some of these fancy places.
No,
And
I don't think it would cost that much.
okay, but you know the places I'm talking about. I don't want to say there's a name, Juarez, yeah, and I've heard someone say you spent almost $30,000, and then they're like, I don't even know if this is going to work out. Opposed to someone like you who had clientele before they even went to school.
Yeah, I was like, right now, what I've seen like in the nail industry right now, everything is, oh, I'm self-taught, self-taught, self-taught. But I do have mentors. I still communicate with my instructors that I graduated school from. And I have other mentors too as well. One that's located in Memphis. That's Erica on the Go Nails. Erica Brown. She's phenomenal. I have Stacy Brown, who used to work for Warner Brothers, but now she currently works for Erling Institute in Atlanta, Georgia, which is a very, 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 very well known technician school that you can go to study massage and nails and an array of different things that are tied into the cosmetology industry. Um, with that being said, I've learned from my mentors that even though you may be self-taught, like for me, I started out young doing nails, teaching myself how to do nails. You need to have a mentor, somebody in the industry who can help lead you and guide you through this industry because they've already been there. They've done that. So you don't want to go into the industry thinking that you know it all because as an industry professional, it's very, very important to be educated, not just self-taught because it's like, okay, well, I'm doing these self nails. I'm gluing the tip to the nail bed. Well, it's like you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. So if a client sits down and asks you, okay, what is that? It's primer. Can you explain to that client what the primer actually does and why you're applying it? So it's very important to be an educated, skilled technician. I can't stress that enough. So, yeah.
Now, I know she's never listened to our podcast, but this is what we talk about mentorship. And in the podcast, one of my co-hosts, Tyson, he's like, Kelly, you're my mentor. And AL was his guy. And, I'm young, but I have my own mentors that I have to go bother for stuff even to this day. And that's the key. When people say, well, how did you get here? And how are you so lucky to do this and that? It's having someone who's already been there that you can ask. You don't have to make the same mistakes. So when I want to say, hey, I want $5,000, but my mentor says, you know what? You could really get 10. Because I remember getting paid doing stories and CDs and then getting finally like a couple $100. And my mentors are like, hey, that's a $2,500 story. And I said, what? $2,500? And they're like, yeah, tell that person, you know me or this and that, but that they should pay the going rate and really showing you. If not, you get played in business if you don't have that. So mentorship is key.
Yeah, it definitely is key because, like I said, my mentor Stacy Brown from Nail Locker, in Jonesboro, Georgia. She's been a huge part of my life, and she believed in me. Even though I was self-taught, my parents paid her $400, and everything that you would learn in nail school in 6 months, I learned in 4 hours.
Oh wow!
She taught me everything that I need to know. Like, it wasn't intense training,
Yeah.
but it has stuck with me still to this day. I still have the very same exact damping dish that she gave me from the very first day that I met her.
Wow. Wow.
And I currently use it to this day right now when I service clients. It's in the jar right now.
I think a lot of women, when I hear them say, okay, I'm going to go to beauty school, cosmetology school, they think that it's an easy flip and that they're going to make enough money to live off of. But is there an expectation you would tell a woman, like when you come out of school, you're probably going to make, if you go work somewhere, X amount of dollars? Because I think some people think, oh, I'm going to come out and make, $100,000 at the game.
I mean, I feel like, how do I say this? Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can achieve it, and you'll be able to see the manifestations of it. So as long as you have that passion, that willpower, and that drive, whatever it is that you desire to do within the industry, you can do it.
Okay.
And that's how I pretty much can say it, because for me, it's been like waves through the industry. There's been some ups, there's been some downs, but I've been able to connect and network with a lot of powerful people.
Okay.
That are able to encourage me and help push me into my destiny and where it is that I'm trying to go. Just last year, I won the PLU Businessman competition. I placed third place. Did that all on my own, and I had a mentor to say, you know what, if this is what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Go in there with passion and win. And I never would have thought that I would have placed third place, but I placed, and now you can Google me, read up about me, my passion for my profession. And I'm still going along. So
with that business award, that means your books and everything are in order. And I see like a lot of barbers that I know, and their taxes are all messed up with automation and all these things online. You can get somebody to help you. Do you do all your books yourself, or do you go then find someone who, hey, they do bookkeeping or they're a CPA, so I can make sure that I'm good in my business and I can kind of see, the fruits of my labor?
Starting out in the industry early on, I did do all of my bookkeeping. I kept Excel sheets,
You got it.
spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets, receipt books, different things of that nature. But I do all of my websites, all of my logos myself. I do use like third-party booking sites for my booking. But as far as like maintaining the books, like when it comes down to money and making sure taxes and things are in order, I do have a team that I currently work with right now through the Key Bank that takes care of everything for me, all the way down to licensing.
Okay. So her success isn't just based on her doing everything, because
right, you have to have a team.
You gotta have, and that's the dream, and that's the push. As a consultant, I think sometimes people always think we're trying to sell something, and I tell people, you don't have to use us, but go get somebody. Right. Because while you're trying to get your receipts and everything in order, you can go be doing, 5 other things that making you money while paying somebody a quarter, or just, what my CPA, IC Tax Advisors, I love y'all.com. Brock and his team are awesome, and they keep me not just organized, but they keep me legal. So like anything we do, like in the government or whatnot, they'll let me know, hey Kevin, you can't do that anymore. Like I was upset when you couldn't pay for entertainment anymore. I had bought some things for some people, and I said, wait, that's coming out of my pocket, which is a little different than when it's from your business to your personal. But it hurt me. I said, wait, we can't buy wine anymore? Cases of wine? I said, oh, but no, that's that. I'm glad that you are giving the game. And
what I can say, just for me as being an industry professional, I've learned that all money is not good money. So the money that it's meant for you to have will manifest itself. And what I've also learned is that where I come from in Atlanta, it's about who you know and who they know. So networking and building those strong personal relationships with people will take you a long way. Always remember that.
So having a good attitude
and network. And that's how I'm able to be able to, be here and do this interview today by building relationships and networking.
Yes. Because if she would have had a bad attitude, or if I would have had a bad attitude and be like, hey, you taking this middle seat, these things can't come together. But when you show love. It's reciprocal, and people want to be around. It's like the tribe. My tribe is the tribe of love. Before we talk money, we talk about what is the purpose, no matter what you're doing. And if your purpose doesn't match up, it's probably not going to be a good business.
Right. Also, I'd like to add to where you were asking me about, aspiring young women or men within the community that maybe want to desire to get into the industry after graduating. Yes, you can transition to take, a nail technology course for 6 months through school, or you can find you a mentor that is willing to apprentice you. And so you could take an apprenticeship program, which I do currently offer. I'm a licensed nail instructor, so I can run my own school or do an apprenticeship program or mentor too as well. So
Missy, now I really get to bother her later on that she's put that out there, because that I could see that. I can see that, and that's needed. And there's so many programs through, especially in Washington, that are looking to something to give young people, and they have money. Like, they give you the money before you even get the students. Now, you have to be careful when you're dealing with the government, because they can, there's all type of rules, and people have gone to jail like, hey, you didn't have 50 people, you had 5. But the fact that you can do that, I think that's needed in this area, especially with, I'm going to just say Black women. I love all women, but Black women, because it seems like this is the area where, they even their own sometimes don't want to date them or don't find the beauty in them. And sometimes it's mother issues. Sometimes it's some other women might be more aggressive and, hey, I'm going to snatch you up, because we are in the get out state where somebody might have a teacup